So hey guys, welcome. Welcome. Okay, it's audible. The sound is on. So we're going to discuss about tonight's Smackdown Fallout, baby. Yes, just 1 week before WWE Backlash, and we get to see what has happened on this week's Friday Night Smackdown, babies. Okay, so the first opening segment, Cody Rhodes came out, and Cody Rhodes says he's clear to compete. And now, then the new kid on the block, Ricky Saints. Ricky Saints comes and he challenges Cody for a new match. These guys have history back in AEW, so their story goes a long way back. We all know that. And now they tell a few jabs about their past, and the match versus Ricky Saints was mid, by the way, and actually I think it was a buried match, and I think Ricky Saints should have won that match, or should have won it by disqualification or some kind of sort, because he needs to justify Ricky Saints as a new threat, a new challenger in the SmackDown. Then Ricky Saints should have won that match. Actually, they fumbled that out, I think, in my opinion. So the next match that came afterwards was the women's tag team. Not the women's tag team match against Charlotte Flair, and then we got JC Jane fighting it out, and we get to see a tag team, a six-woman tag team match next week. And JC Jane had won that match. They should have done that same thing to Ricky Saints too. So Ricky Saints should start winning that tag team match. Ricky Saints should start winning singles matches as well. So, and after that, we get a few match between yes, Skumanet Nurbo said hello, hi, hello. We're just discussing about SmackDown, my dear friend. What did you think about SmackDown? And did you see the news? The New Day is gone from the WWE. That's the big news right now. And we also heard that JC Mateo and Tongalo has been moved to the WWE alumni section. So those are the big news that's happening right now. The New Day is officially gone from the WWE, as well as the MFTs. Those two new tag team are now born. You can say Nurbo. Yes, sorry. Nurbo, how are you? I hope you're doing well. So we're discussing about wrestling on SmackDown. What did you think about SmackDown? Why are you wearing mask? It's my identity. That's why I'm wearing the mask, man. Yeah, because if I remove the mask, it will be just like the unmasking of Kane, in my opinion. Ha ha ha. There's going to be one day when I remove the mask just like Kane. It's going to be an awesome day. When I reached a million subscribers, I'll remove the mask. Okay, so we're not discussing about that one. We're discussing about WWE SmackDown right now. And then we get a segment between The Miz and Kid Wilson versus Danhausen. Okay, I have subscribed and liked. Thank you, Nurbo. Thank you. And Nurbo, what do you think about SmackDown? What do you think about the upcoming matches in Backlash as well? So we got a segment between The Miz and Kid Wilson versus Danhausen, and now we got a tag team match between The Miz and Kid Wilson versus Danhausen and a mystery opponent. And I think that mystery opponent is going to be none other than who do you think? Who do you think is going to be the mystery opponent? I think it's going to be Royce Keys. Royce Keys, I think, will be the mystery opponent for Danhausen. Otherwise, there's no scheduled in return for any other superstar. I think it's going to be Royce Keys who's going to be the new mystery opponent. And guys, did you see when Royce Keys entered, nobody was clapping or hyping that man? I mean, there was zero pop, no reaction to Royce Keys at all. See, when Obafemi comes out, the entire crowd just goes back with him. But when Royce Keys comes out, we can see the crickets chirping. We can hear them. No reaction for Royce Keys in WWE. I think Royce Keys should be a heel persona. So if Royce Keys is heel, then he'll get more crowd reaction. We got an incredible backstage segment between Royce Keys as well as Jacob Fatu. Those guys are old friends. He gave him a prep talk. That was a great backstage segment as well. So I think Royce Keys should go to being a heel. We'll get a more crowd reaction from him. If he's going as a face, I don't think so. He's got a future in WWE. And Nurbro, my friend, said, I used to watch WWE past years ago. Really, I don't have any idea. Yes. So when did you stop watching, Nurbro? When did you stop watching WWE? Cool things are happening in WWE. So, and then we got an incredible tag team match between R-Truth and Damian Priest, the current tag team champions, versus Fraxium. That was one of the best matches that has happened in the tag team division for far too long now, and they really stole the show. It was the match of the night, and it was a great tag team match and a great finish as well. Damian Priest and R-Truth still retained the tag team championship, and then the only surviving MFTs comes out, and they attack the R-Truth and Damian Priest, probably challenging for the tag team champions as well. So JC Mateo and Tongaloa are now gone from the WWE. That means only Tama Tonga is left. So if Tama Tonga, I think, is going to be going after his singles run, and I think the MFTs are no longer at all. So that's what I think about that opinion. So, and then we got Cody Rhodes versus Ricky Saints match. It was a lackluster match in my opinion. So Cody Rhodes won that match. Yes, he should have won by disqualification. New Bro said, my favorite was Rey Mysterio and Roman Reigns. New Bro, do you know that Roman Reigns is now the new World Heavyweight Champion? He's back as champion, bro. Just 2 weeks ago, he defeated CM Punk at WrestleMania and became the new World Heavyweight Champion. You should have seen that match. It was just like a classic match between The Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 25. They really stole the show. It was one of the best matches, one of the best WrestleMania main events that has happened in a long time. And then we had, the women's tag team match between the Paige and Brie Bella versus the Irresistible Forces. And that was okay match. Yeah, and yes, and Paige and Brie Bella still won the tag team championship. Really? Wow, awesome. Yes, bro. It was one of the greatest matches we have ever seen. Actually, there are 2 nights for WrestleMania now. Do you know that, bro? Actually, there are 2 nights happening in WrestleMania. WrestleMania Night 1 Saturday, WrestleMania Night 2 Sunday. And at Sunday, both nights, WrestleMania Saturday was a lackluster show, but WrestleMania Sunday really saved WrestleMania this year. This was a great WrestleMania Sunday. And Brock Lesnar retired. So Brock Lesnar lost to a new powerhouse named Obafemi. He retired. That's happening in WWE right now, bro. You should start watching. Roman Reigns is back on top. And then we got the final main event between the Usos versus Solo Sikoa and Talatonga. Okay, gonna watch that. Thanks, bro. Yes, bro. You should go and watch that. It was one of the great matches. They actually told a great story in that wrestling match. It was just like watching like a story coming to a fruition, coming to an end. Means those kinds of matches are those matches that we have grown up watching. They actually told a story, a beautiful story in that match. That's why we all love that match. Just like Undertaker and Shawn Michaels. That's right. Yeah, about Brock, I saw that on Instagram. Yes, bro. Yeah, bro. Brock, I think, is going to be back for one more match at SummerSlam. His contract is still SummerSlam. I think he's going to come for one last match. I think so. Or maybe he's going for his retirement. SummerSlam is happening in his hometown. But yes, Brock Lesnar actually passed the torch to Obafemi. Obafemi is now the current powerhouse of WWE right now. Legends, yes, legends indeed. So, and now, bro, just within 2 weeks, it's going to be Backlash. Usually, previously we had 7 or 8 matches in Backlash. Right now, we have only 5 matches in Backlash every year. And Roman Reigns is going to defend his World Heavy Championship against Jacob Fatu. Do you know who Jacob Fatu is? Jacob Fatu is actually one just like built like our old Umaga. I mean, he's a powerhouse, but he flies like a cruiserweight. So, and now he's got a death grip, kind of a submission finishing move, and he's going to use that. So it's going to be a slobber knocker of a match on May 9th. Yeah. Actually, we got 5 matches set for our Backlash event. And we have Seth Rollins versus Braun Breaker. We got Io Sky versus Asuka. Just only one women's match this year at Backlash. That's good. Roman Reigns versus Jacob Fatu. And then Trick Williams versus Sami Zayn has been announced for the United States Championship match this week. So yeah, justice for the gingerbread man should happen, man. I mean, Sami Zayn actually destroyed the gingerbread man. We need justice for the gingerbread man, boy. Justice for him. Whoop that Trick. Whoop that Sami Zayn's ass. Whoop that Trick. And then we got Danhausen and his mystery partner versus The Miz and Kid Wilson in a tag team match. I hope it's going to be what I said. Royce Keys is going to be his mystery tag team partner. Or how about if it's The Fiend? The Fiend and Danhausen. Wow, that's a great tag team, bros. So, actually, that's the fallout for this week's SmackDown. They could have done a little bit more interesting on this week's SmackDown. Yeah, by disqualification, Solo Sikoa and Tala Tonga won the match because Jacob Fatu interfered. So, what do you say, guys? Do you think that match between Roman Reigns and Jacob Fatu is actually going to be just like a bloodline match? Do you think the MFTs, the Usos, everyone's going to interfere in that match at Backlash? What do you guys think? Is it going to be an all-out brawl, or is it going to be a regular one-on-one match? I think since the issues are going on both in SmackDown as well as in Raw, I think the MFTs are going to interfere in their match. I think Jacob Fatu will be screwed over by our MFTs. That's what I think. So Solo Sikoa, Tala Tonga, I think they're going to interfere in that match. Maybe Tama Tonga will come and try to stop Solo Sikoa. I think it's going to be an all-out brawl between the Samoans. That's what I think about the upcoming match with in SummerSlam. So I think the Samoans are going to go on all out on each other. I think the Samoans are going to be in a bloodline civil war at Backlash. It's going to be all hell that's going to be breaking loose at Backlash. We got the Usos, Roman Reigns, Jacob Fatu, Solo Sikoa, Talatonga, Tamatonga, the Tongans, the Samoans. They're going to go out and fight it out at Backlash, baby. It's going to be an all-out brawl. Yeah, that's what I think. So, I think Jacob Fatu is headed over to Raw to face Roman Reigns. So, in the end segment, what Jacob Fatu is tell, I'm not gonna wait till Backlash. I'm gonna come out for your ass, boy. That's what he told. So Jacob Fatu and Roman Reigns are going to go out and all other on this week's Raw. Actually, it's going to be an all hell breaking loose, and Roman Reigns has been advertised for Raw for the next 8 weeks. Man, that's great. Yeah, it's one of the great news that we have heard in such a while. So Roman Reigns is going to be till SummerSlam. He's going to be on Raw for all the shows till SummerSlam. Yeah, and SummerSlam dates has been announced too. SummerSlam is on August 1st and 2nd. SummerSlam, and we are going to see Roman Reigns for the next 8 weeks on Raw. That's incredible news, right? But it's sad to see the New Day has been moved to the alumni section of the page. The New Day have left WWE. Then probably they'll be going on to EW. And we have JC Mateo was a great star, man. JC Mateo had a different kind of breed. And wow, the OG Tonga Loa, the Tonga Loa, wow, he was a great comedic star, man. So they have been removed too. I think the Wyatt family as well as the MFTs, both the teams has been completely dismantled and removed from the WWE, and all that feud gone to waste. They all wasted our time. There was no proper closure to that feud, and the WWE just messed with us, man. So JC Mateo, they could have just kept JC Mateo back, right? JC Mateo was an absolute beast of a star. He could have gone it. He was a powerhouse as well as a high flyer. So why did they have to fire JC Mateo? So that's something we had to hear. And Tamatonga is still here. So Tamatonga, I think, is going to be going on a single run. I think Tamatonga might get involved in Roman Reigns' match at Backlash. Yeah, and the Samoans and the Tongans are going to go out on each other. Maybe it's going to be a bloodline civil war that's going to be happening at SummerSlam. Yeah, that's what I think. Guys, what do you think? Do you think Solo Sikoa is going to interfere in the match of Roman Reigns at Backlash? Comment below. What do you think? Or is it going to be just a one-on-one match? I think it's going to be an interfering match, just like the bloodline rules. So that's what I think. So let me see what they have cooked up for the next Raw of the coming week. So what are they cooking for Raw? Any new matches has been announced for Raw? Any new matches, guys, has been announced for Raw. So far, I have not seen any new matches that has been announced for next week's Raw. So we'll just see any matches announced for Raw. No new matches has been announced for Raw. Maybe LA Knight versus Austin Theory. That match is going to happen. Hey guys, did you notice Gunther has been silently moved to SmackDown? He's silently doing the draft, man, guys. So Gunther is now challenging Cody Rhodes for the WWE Championship. Wow, did you see that coming? So Randy Orton, I think, is legitimately injured. that means they're going to go with Gunther. Wow. So, as of we just seen that as of May 2026, Randy Orton is reportedly hurting and deal with physical issues following his match. He is taking off his time to heal, but he's not facing a long-term injury. So I think he might return at SummerSlam. So that there were reports that Randy Orton was heavily banged up going on to WrestleMania main event, but eventually he did the WrestleMania main event despite he was heavily banged up and he was having severe back issues. So in 2023 and 2025, he returned after a career-ending lower back injury, which had a spinal fusion surgery as well. So that's why he was hurting his back all the time. And in that match also, we have seen that Cody Rhodes working on Randy Orton's back. Yes, Randy Orton actually is legitimately injured. Randy Orton, I hope, I wish you a speedy recovery. We want to see you back, Viper. So I hope you return back in time to challenge Cody Rhodes in SummerSlam match. But currently they're going to go with the Gunther storyline. That was a shocker. Why Gunther has been moved to SmackDown from Raw? I think they want to protect the Gunther versus Obafemi match. Actually, if those two powerhouses are in the same show, it's inevitable that they are going to cross each other. They had to cross each other in some kind of path or match or some kind of things has to happen. So that's why they have kept each other on both separate shows. Actually, they should have done in a kind of a draft thing, but instead of doing the draft, they are just silently moving superstars. You are actually confused who is actually on Raw and who is actually on SmackDown. See, guys, we are seeing the Usos on both Raw as well as SmackDown. We don't know what the Usos, the parent show is. And now Gunther has been moved to SmackDown, and Jacob Fatu is appearing both in SmackDown as well as Raw. So who are the free agents? Who are the actual superstars? We do not get the idea who is actually the Raw superstar, who is the SmackDown superstar. So Gunther is now challenging Cody Rhodes for the WWE Championship. So guys, what do you think about that one? Is Gunther the deserving one? Since he has beat Seth Rollins at WrestleMania, yes. But what has he done to become the number one contender? They should have held some kind of tournament. And that match is not going to happen at Backlash. There's just 1 week. I don't think they're not going to make that match at Backlash. I think Gunther versus Cody Rhodes is going to be on next Saturday night's main event. It's going to happen on May 30th or May 24th. So, when is the next Saturday night's main event? So, we'll just see. Yes, Saturday night's main event is going to happen at May 23rd on 2026. So, I think at the Saturday night's main event, we are going to see Cody Rhodes versus Gunther for the WWE Championship. It's not going to happen at Backlash. Yes. So, I think they are going to put the main event on that one, like just like that, because they are going to compete with AEW's Double or Nothing. Yeah. So, Double or Nothing pay-per-view is going to happen on May 24th. And then we have Edge and Christian's I Quit Tag Team match at AEW Double or Nothing. So they're going to compete Saturday night's main event with AEW's Double or Nothing. So they should be keeping the WWE Championship on that pay-per-view. I think so. So Cody Rhodes is going to face Gunther for the WWE Championship at Saturday night's main event. That's, I think, how the match is going to happen. So, regarding Randy Orton's injury, so So regarding Randy Orton's injury and all that, Randy Orton is actually injured, so that's why they gave that kind of a closure. Randy Orton might return back at SummerSlam. So there was a lot of speculations whether that match will happen or not, because Randy Orton was legitimately injured. So wish him a speedy recovery. So we'll just see who is on the SmackDown roster and who is on the Raw roster. Okay, see, actually it's getting a little bit confused who is on Raw and who is on SmackDown. So we'll just see who are on both the shows, right? The current WWE superstars, right? Sami Zayn versus the Gingerbread Man. So the Gingerbread Man may be coming back at Backlash, and I think it's going to be Little Yachty who is going to be dressed up as the Gingerbread Man, and I think Sami Zayn is going to lose. Sami Zayn is actually going on full-on heat. Yeah, that's what's going to happen at Backlash. Actually, I wanted a match between Gingerbread Man versus Sami Zayn. So I just searched in our WWE 2K26 whether I could do it for you guys, a match between Sami Zayn and Gingerbread Man, but unfortunately there was no creation of the Gingerbread Man, so I couldn't do that. So guys, who do you think will be this mystery tag team partner of Danhausen will be? Will it going to be Royce Keys, or is it going to be some other person? It's going to be Finn Balor. Who is going to be the mystery tag team partner, guys? Just comment below. Who is going to be the mystery partner for Danhausen versus the tag team match between The Miz and, what do I say, Kid Wilson? Who is going to be the mystery tag team partner? And also, guys, who do you think is going to win the match between Roman Reigns and Jacob Fatu? Just comment below. Who are going to be the winners? So, Trick Williams and Sami Zayn. Who is going to win that match? So, I'm going to give my predictions just the day before on Backlash, same time. So, we'll just see my episode, and I'll give my predictions on who is going to win that match. So guys, just comment below, who do you think is going to win each of those matches? Will Roman Reigns keep the title? Is the Bloodline going to be involved? Is the MFTs going to be involved in that match? Is it going to be an all-out Samoan Bloodline Civil War that's going to be happening for the World Heavyweight Championship at Backlash? Are we going to get a good show at Backlash? Guys, just comment below. We'll discuss. So actually, I've been searching who is on SmackDown, but I'm not getting any views. Actually, the plans for WWE is actually they're planting the seeds for a CM Punk versus Cody Rhodes match, probably at SummerSlam. See, we have seen speculations on how that match is going to be turned out. I think it's not going to go till WrestleMania. Maybe it might be a WrestleMania match, but actually the creative is going on control for a match that is planned between Cody Rhodes and CM Punk at WrestleMania. So since it's going to be happening, the WrestleMania is going to be happening in Saudi Arabia, I think CM Punk versus Cody Rhodes is not a possible choice at WrestleMania. I think it's going to be at SummerSlam. So the next challenger is Gunther. So guys, do you think Gunther is going to take the title from Cody, or will Gunther lose to Cody? What do you think? And then we have a Night of Champions pay-per-view coming on as well. So if Cody Rhodes remains as the WWE champion, If Roman Reigns remains as the World Heavyweight Champion, we are going to get Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns Part 3, man. Oh, yeah. That match is going to happen at Night of Champions in Saudi Arabia, baby. Since it is Saudi money, they might pull that match. Actually, they're planting the seeds for that one, I think so. Since that Street Fighter movie is coming up, both these guys are in the Street Fighter movie. They're keeping them as champions as well. So I think that's going to happen. So guys, what do you think? Comment below. So this is what's happening in Backlash. And now, speaking of the Smackdown, they have changed the graphics of the Smackdown match card, actually. And I think it's pretty much lame. See, old Smackdown had moving frames for each superstars, but now the match card in Smackdown is actually lame. They should bring back the moving graphics. They should bring back the moving graphics of the WWE superstar showing actions like this and all that. You see, just remember, guys. Previously, we got The Rock doing actions like this one, Brock doing actions like this one against his opponent's moving graphics card, and right now this is just simple photographs of the moving card instead of the moving cards. Actually, we need moving graphics to show for the match cards. So what do you think? Should WWE bring back the moving graphics cards for the matches? I think so. They should bring back that one instead of just putting on photos. So that's what's happening on Backlash. So that's all for this week's Smackdown Fallout. Nothing much to say more than that. So see you guys. Take care of your health, and we'll see after the Raw episode. So guys, anything you want to say, just comment below on how do you feel about tonight's Smackdown. Was it good? Is the match card going into Backlash great? Or whether it needs improvement? Whether the feuds need improvement? Just comment below, guys. We'll just chat. How do you feel about tonight's Smackdown and how that Bloodline Civil War is going on? Are you satisfied with the Roman Reigns story? Roman Reigns versus Jacob Fatu. Are you satisfied with that story? Just comment below. We'll discuss. Since I don't think there's not any comment coming, so I think we'll just call it a day. And I'll see you guys after the Monday Night Raw episode. So guys, take care of your health. I wish you good night, and I'll see you on Monday. Thank you.